Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live Crossfire. We got SLY, we got Ark, and this is a 3-for-1 special edition Tuesday night special. Normally we have a Monday, Wednesday, but with the holidays, we decided to get some action in tonight. And this is like prime time for all of you guys. And I know Ron will probably be here like 5 minutes because he's like, it's hockey night. It's hockey night. We've got a lot of cool things. Hopefully you guys will tune in. You'll watch a great game tonight. SLY versus Ark. This is a rematch from a few weeks ago with this 3-for-1 special. Each team picks 3 that they will lock out from the other team. If they get 1, they will hold deer that you can't steal away from them. So I'm really, really looking forward to tonight. It's going to be a great match. We got Bones is back. Look at that. Bones super chatted up. Let's go Ark and SLY. Valar also in the house. Hello 99 Army Kills Great Mods. Channel members, sponsors, PDL, trivia, box burn coin. You name it. We do it, baby. We got, you guys want to see a sneak peek? Look, all right. Those of you got here a little early, just something. I'm working on the design. You guys probably remember this from the Barbie raid. Just a little sneak peek. Yeah, Max Mining, baby. Coming soon, coming soon. Just a little sneak peek. I ain't going to stick around here too long. All right, let's get back to it. Get you guys excited about another little mini game we're going to be working on. And we're going to keep on developing. Keep on keeping on, everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, do we got a little something? Is it busy? Is it Busy Bee? Oh, yesterday was the Busy Bee's birthday. You know what? Rabbit Face. Did they forget about you? I mean, I can't forget about you, Rabbit Face. Rabbit Face does so much with our maps, with everything. A little birthday box action right there, Rabbit Face. From me to you, big happy birthday. I see Bone. Look at Bones like, yep, put me down. Put me down. Look at Valar. You better believe it. Busy's like, man, I wish my birthday was every day. Well, you know what? You should come here to play. You should also come here and be acknowledged for your birthday because we celebrate it. And what's even more fun than being acknowledged on your birthday? Getting a box. I mean, is there a better gift? Is there a better? SC Deadly Knives, happy birthday, Rabbit Face. If you guys don't know what Rabbit Face is, I mean, most of you guys do, but it's just the way Little Kills reads her name because she's got the rabbit symbol. I see Julia. Look at that. Again, you come here to play. You should be acknowledged for your birthday, and you should get a box in a box event to open up to remember your birthday by. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate you guys being here, making the Rabbit Face feel special. All right, let me show you guys a little something. Standings. Now, SLY has been moving up the leaderboard. We had a rescheduling of a match, so we got Ark at 12-7. First place by a game against Mir. We got Mir and Vox tomorrow night, y'all. Yeah. The match that was going to be on Monday is Wednesday. Look at that. Vox at Mir, 1 for you, 3. Same type of format we're doing tonight. That's a big match tomorrow night. Back-to-back matches. Cool. We got Vox at 8-11. They've been hot, moving up the rankings, trying to get closer to Mir. And SLY trying to tie Vox in the win column tonight. SLY been moving on up. 7 wins. The league is getting super competitive. Take a look at what we got up top. We got, as I said, tomorrow, 1 for you, 3 for me. Next Monday, Wednesday, we got a little afternoon surprise. You won't know the style of match until noon. The other team will plan for it. Then after that, we got Rage Against the Machine and a brand new match, October 30th, the day before Halloween. Ark and Mir, the Torment Zone. They will pick zones, and you cannot rage from that zone. A lot of fun. All right, just a quick recap because the PCP points did not change since the last stream. Remember, we had to reschedule the stream. You can take a quick look. I'll just go through the leaders because we've already done this once. Dow leading the gold bars. JJ with the halos. Range Rover Julia. Sub JJ. Tank, Cannonball, Justice. Temple, Justice. Page 2. Animal with the turret. Ron with the rover. Most ruffled feathers. Stealth Bomber Ron. JJ with the Watchtower. Tied with Craven. Crimson with the Straw Man. Ocean Man with the Theft. And Kel and Craven Light with the Shattered Stone. All right, so we know it's birthday. Busy bee yesterday. We also know it is date night because we play a couple times a week, and that's what Ranger Chris, my man, calls it, date night. And we also know that within date night, Ron, a little something we do, right? A little time of day. Like the Beastie Boys would say, what's the time? It's time to get ill, right? It is roll time, baby. Let's do it, Ron. All right, if you are from Team Mir, you're from Team Vox, give me those numbers 1 to 20 right now. I want to give away a free pack. Those packs adds up, especially if you're here. We've had some people win 2, 3. You start building your box. Build those boxes because we got a box event coming up in a couple of weeks. I did make the announcement earlier today. I know it's going to excite a lot of people. Saturday is Pet Battle Pro Tour. Thursday night, I'll be asking you to RSVP. Do not do it before. Get the word out. I want all of y'all in that pet battle. We have a lot of fun with those pet battles. I need to see everybody in there rocking it. It is a great time on Saturday night. So here we go. It is roll time, and let's see. Let's check those numbers. We got to refresh because they're not showing up. Let's try this again. There we go. Number 14. Nope. Let's do it again. Number 18. Number 2. Too bad Amanda's not here. She would have won with that too. Let's keep it rolling. Another 2. Number 6. Dr. Dye. Congratulations to Dr. Dye with the number 6 score in the pack. Had to be one of y'all, right? I mean, look, if there's only like 5 of y'all, the odds are pretty good. One of y'all are winning. I like my odds there. All right, now. It is time for a super stockpile. Many of you have already reserved it, but if you're ready to see it, you got to give me some 9s in here. This is loaded. It is loaded with replenishment. It's also got a few things, I like to say, beyond replenishment, right? There's things that you guys are running out of or almost ran out of or need desperately, but there's also some stuff in here. What has not totally been determined, well, we'll see. Here it is, super stockpile, everybody. Starting out up top, look at this. Biggest, boldest, bravest stockpile we've ever done. Take it up top. Look at this. We've got Immortal, Colossal, St. Elmo, Disaster, Super Thrill. Take it over to the right. Dime's going to be happy because she's like, Kills, I don't have any more bonus XP elixirs. Well, you do now. Bonus XP. Triple Dimes. We've never put this in here before. Triple Dimes. Gold Summon Skins. Mythic Skins. Standard Recipe is a brand new item. The reason I'm telling you this is because crafting is going to take these. You're going to want a lot of these because when you go to craft something, you're going to need the item and the recipe to make the item. So do not mind having 40, 50, 60 of these. There you go. Tonight you're getting your first standard recipe. Look at this second row. We've got Heal and Thrill, Seal Smoke, Absorption, Blue Spark, Gold Spark. Over to the next side, Elixir Extreme, Steel, Savage 6, Resin Restore, Max Wax Black. Go down a row. Graphene, Carbine, Mag 7, Super 8, Hostile 9. Many of you were very low on your potions. I'm going to tell you what, you might be low after Castle of Gavel because you're going to need to really, really do some firepower based on what you guys are running into. Not going to be just a whole lot of treasure hunts. It's going to be a fight for your lives. Go over to the next row. Max Wax, bow, armor, bullets, blade, and grenades. Bottom row. Max Seal Smoke, Terror 10, Heal and Seal, Pet Repel, Silver Spark, Elysium, Standard Ammo, Red Gel, Post, Battle Pet Revive, and Loaders. And you know what? Let's add some quantities to it. Because I ain't going to have y'all sign up for one res and restore. All right. Top 2 rows. Double them up. That is 2 of everything on that row. That is 2 Immortals, Colossal, 2 Elmos, Disaster, Super Thrills, 2 XP, 2, yeah, that's right, 2 Triple Dimes, Gold, Mythic, and 2 Standard Recipes. Take you down a row. What are we going to do? You know what? Let's double it up to 4. How about 4 on that whole second row? 4 Heal and Thrill, 4 Seal, 4 Absorption, 4 your Sparks. Ron, that's 4 Resin Restores just on that row. Let's take you down another row. You guys ready to go for 6? Nah, you guys ain't ready to go for 6. You guys want to go 10. 10 of that row. That is 10 Graphene, 10 Carbine. Start using the new tapes. 10 Hostile 9s. Those of you who love your Hostile 9s, 10. And it will take you down to the very bottom. Yes, left side is going to be 10. Over on the right side, we're going to give you 20 Elysium, 20 Standard Ammo, and 100 Pet Revives and 100 Loaders. And let me say this as well. Many of y'all were low on some stuff or actually got to 0 on some stuff. Leave it in chat right now if you can tell me why more of you guys did not run out of stuff. If you have extra stuff in your inventory right now, leave in chat right now and tell me why. It's not a trick question. People are like, it's Tuesday. Is this trivia? Am I talking to myself here? Do you guys not know the answer? No, because we did a replenishment after the last inventory, Valar. Do you remember? We did this the last time. We did the replenishment, and that's why you guys were stockpiled. Had we not done that replenishment, man, oh man, you guys would have been low on many of these items. All right, Kel, we loaded up. This is why we do it. We do it so you guys can stock up for a couple of months. Lots of tapes, lots of potions, lots of smokes. All right. Lots of bundles tonight. And we did throw some really, really cool stuff in there. I know you guys wanted the Elmos. I got a lot of requests for Elmos. So you got 2 Elmos in this one. We got some pet upgrades from you guys. Triple dimes and also bonus XP. Valar, Dimes, Ron, B-Dub, Sheila, Craven, Justice, JJ, Julia, Bones, Die, Flyrod, Dow, Football, Cat, Samurai, Pope, Tiny Trigger, MPC, Crimson Animal, and Kel. All right, it is 8:30, everybody. Let's get down to business. We're having a fast-moving, fun, friendly game, and now you guys got tons of stuff to throw at each other. So if you are Bones, Dimes, Football in the starting lineup, Craven, Dow, Skylight, Julia, and Valar, those 8. Give me your pre-match buffs right now, everybody. Give me those pre-match buffs. All right, we got Sky, we got Football, we got Bones, we got Mr. Freeze, Deadly Dimes, Craven Light. All right, looks like we got 8, everybody. We got 8. And now we're going to take you down to the Arc Icecapade, where we got 3 for 1. Remember, timers are not challengeable. Get your moves in quick. We're going to keep a fast-moving game. And each team has picked 3 PCP categories that the other team can't get, but they've also kept one that you can't take away from them. And that has been a factor in previous games like this, so the pregame strategy is what it's all about. All right, let's go down to Arc Field. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. Starting out in the DZ, going first is Skylight. Skylight to be followed diagonally at the other DZ by the Football Master. Going second. All right, going third and second for Team Arc is going to be Julia, who is the captain tonight, and she is in the Rover Zone. Julia will be followed by Craven Light. Craven Light is sieging. He's also the captain, and they have chosen the battleship. After Craven Light, we got Valar. Valar is sieging from the Bomber Zone. Valar is followed by Bomber Bones, coming back strong Bones, in the Bomber Zone. Bones will be followed by Dow. Dow is in the Tank Zone, and they chose the tank. And going last is Deadly Dimes in the Rover Zone. Tonight's challengers are Deadly Dimes and the Shaman, the most shamanist shaman in the world, Shaman Sheila, will be the challenger for Team Arc. All right, you guys ready? Let's have some fun. We got back-to-back nights of Faction Wars, so play hard, learn a lot, and leave it all out on the field. All right, let's kick this thing over to Skylight, played by Julia. You got 20 seconds starting right now. All right, Skylight beats the timer. Going to go Boston Main Street. Boston 1, Woodcap in 3. Craven says it hits. Football is a warrior, seal and absorption. Denim Temple Flame and Mass Destruction 2. All right, put out that first flame. All right, let's go over to Football Master the Warrior. Sounds familiar. I remember those days. 20-second timer football. Football beats the timer. Football is going to Cosmic Heart Julia's Presto. Nice. Nice pick there. Balls to the side chest, playing in 1. Woodcap in 3. Seal absorption. Navy Temple Flame, Mind Flay Julia's Mass Destruction. All right, so no MD, and let's put out again. Gonna heart the Presto, ball side chest, seal absorption, Navy putting out a flame, and it was all done within the timer. And let's kick it over to the Assassin, Julia, 20 seconds. We have Julia Craven, Valar, Bones, Dow, and Dimes. Easily beats the timer. Julia playing boss all the way over to the other chest there. In 1, Woodcap in 3. Zysis to Dimes. Dimes! You cannot use any War Dragons this game. Julia's locking you down. Going to jump into Rover. Jumps into Rover. Chopper's out of play. Julia getting a tire. And going to move to the Temple Steps. Sleet Wand to their wall. Sleet Wand is going to freeze the wall. Euclid Craven, going to drop Seal. All right. Boss is good. Zeiss is good. Jump into Rover, move. Sleet Wand is good. Euclid Craven. Drop Seal. S6 Top Hat loaded to the wall with Render 2 to Football. Football, sacrifice 2 pets. And Julia playing the Top Hat. All right. Craven lets it hit, which means Julia's going to light a Watchtower. Top Hat hits the first block, light a Watchtower. Let's get to the damage. S6, and it is 280. Black block, and a green block. All right, we got the render taken care of, everybody. All right, let's kick it over to Craven. Craven is a boss. He can't play himself. We're going to skip Craven until next turn. Go from Craven Light. Craven does get credit for the timer. Valar, you are on the clock. 20-second timer to Valar. All right, Valar is going to move to steal the Rover. All right, we will see Craven next turn. We will see Valar in round 3 with the Rover steal. She cannot be attacked. Same rules as Cyborg. She can be subbed out if they choose to sub her out. But she will take possession of the Rover. When she takes possession of the Rover, it cannot be occupied by anyone other than them unless it is restolen, which takes 2 rounds to steal it back. All right, Valar's in the process of stealing. Let's go over to Bones. Bones, 20-second timer to you. Ah! Oh, I love it. I love y'all. Oh, my goodness. Bones going to steal Dow's tank. Nice. Oh, yeah. All right, we will see Bones in round 3, and they cannot occupy the tank. Same rules apply. All right, let's go over to Dow. Dow, 20-second timer to you. Timer's up. I'm guessing he didn't expect that, Bones. All right, nerf timer. We got Dow, and then we got Dimes for a 10% nerf. Beat the nerf timer. Go to Temple. E7 seismic to the wall. Mythic Kang to our boss and a seal smoke. All right, keep in mind, the only person that can occupy Temple in round 1 is that team, because it has not been occupied yet. Julia on the stairs, Dow inside the Temple. Going to play E7 seismic and a Mythic Kang. Mythic Kang where? Main Street or the side chest, Dow? Let's go ahead and get this gold blue in play. Gold blue will break Dow's absorption. All right, he's going to go Mythic Kang to main. All right, Dow could be 63. And Deadly Dimes, 20-second timer to you, ma'am. Final move of round 1. Round 1 and round 2 are probably going to go fairly quickly with a couple players off the field. Beats the timer. Dimes is going to go inside the Temple. Lost Marty to take Julia's keys. That is going to take her out of her rover. Basically stops the moving vehicle. And she's still at the steps. She's still where she is, but she no longer has a vehicle. Furnace Wand, Seal, and Absorption. Dime's playing Furnace Wand, so there can be no rage higher than 6 this round. Red Wand's out of play. All right, so hang on a second. Dimes, why did you say forget the E3? Oh, she played the absorption. All right. So a couple things here. You don't need to halt. She already played absorption. So there's no potion. So what halt does is halt lowers the enrage, which doesn't matter because all she's trying to do is break the seal. So Julia, there's no need to halt. Any damage is going to break that seal, and you can't use it later. So does it hit or does it not hit? All right, so they break the frozen block on the wall. Easy. All right, that is the end of round number 1. Couple things here. Let's give Football Master a halo. Let's give Skylight a halo. DZ, 25-25. We got Dal in the Temple. We got Dimes in the Temple. Julia, you're staying on the Temple steps because Dal occupied it. So you get no credit. Craven is a boss. All right, no straw man. Straw mans are 0-0. Okay, we got Temple, DZ, everything else in the works. You can't do anything. You can do whatever you'd do if you didn't have a rover. I mean, y'all will have another rover next turn. Your team will have a rover. But you don't have a rover right now. All right, we're going to round 2. Skylight, 20-second timer. You get a bus pass. Take the Metro. Timer's up. All right. And Talon Julia to the rover zone. Can't do that because you got a boss out. Come on, guys. Let's go. We're early on. All right. Pet Repel. T10 Elmo loaded to the wall with Render to football. Red Kang. All right, Craven. Got Red Kang out from Skylight. Could be worth 50. All right, Talon is not a valid play, so she fine. Red Kang, Pet Repel, T10 Elmo loaded to the wall with Render, football, sack 2. Craven says it hits. Watcher and Sender. And T10 St. Elmo. Less grenade than the last one, but more juice. Green block. Blue block. 25% of a blue block. 75 blue remaining. All right, we go from Skylight over to the Football Master. 20-second timer football. Beats the timer. Mythic Kang to his boss. Yes, sir. Let's put that Mythic Kang out there. Could be worth 63. We're going to drop Pet Repel. Both Football and Sky have to move to the no zone in order to get their grenade attacks in. Mythic Kang, Repel, Warrior Enrage. With a snowstorm, Skylight is going to prevent it. He does get the mass destruction, though. And does beat the timer. All right, let's go to Julia from the Temple Stairs. 20-second timer. We got Julia, and then Craven Light is no longer a boss, but he's back to being a boss. See what I did there? Timer's up. Beat the timer. Mythic Kang to Main Street Boss. Mythic Kang from Julia could be worth 63. Dropping a Pet Repel. Monster loaded to the wall. Nuke is implied. Nuke is a stat. It's not an ability. You automatically get Nuke based on your ranking. M7 Monster loaded to the wall. Craven Light. Team SLY, he says, whoa, what? Craven hitting Hennessy tonight early. Gold blue from Bones, shut him down. Second blue of the game. And one of those Pet Repels goes over to Skylight. And Gold blue is going to break Julia's seal. All right, Mythic Kang is good. Pet Repel is good. Monster is shut down. And Seal Breaker. All right, let's go over to Craven Light. Welcome back to the game. 20-second timer. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. This is a nerf timer. He did beat the timer. It was showing up as I said that, so he does get credit for beating the timer. Red Kang to Football's Boss, dropping a seal. Red Kang from Craven could be worth 50. Going to go Seal. Gas Blast Julia and Mass Destruction. Julia hanging out the temple steps. Does the Gas Blast hit? Julia. Does hit. She's like, hey, I'm cool with flying around. Gas Blaster to the no zone. Taking a little bit of fall damage from it. Julia, I got you at 95% health from the Gas Blast. Kang, Seal, Gas Blast, Mass Destruction, all good. Let's go over to Valar. We skip Valar and we put this rover over on Team Arc side, which means it can be occupied only by somebody from Team Arc. And we skip Valar. Let's go over to Bones. Bones! How about this shiny new tank over here? This goes over to SLY side. Now they have a tank and a battleship. Holy moly. We skip Bones. All right, let's go over to Dow. Dow from the temple. 20-second timer. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. Nerf timer coming. This one is in play. All right. Does not get the 10% nerf, but he did not make the regulation timer. All right. E5 Goliath to the wall. Talon Julia to the DZ and adding mass destruction. All right. Put Julia up there in the DZ. Craven, you got E6 Goliath, and it does hit. A little bit extra mass destruction. They're up to 4. E6 Goliath, a little stronger than the first grenade. So, we've got 75 blue remaining. Takes down 75, takes down the blue, and takes down 30% of the red. I got 70 red remaining. Arc with a big wall lead early on, 3.7 red. SLY needs to get in the game. All right, here's somebody getting right back in the game. Deadly Dimes. 20-second timer to you, Dimes, from the temple. Timer is up. Beat the timer. Dimes going Talon Football Master to the DZ. Smart choice. These teams have played each other before, can you tell? Dimes with a pet repel. And for Snowstorm loaded to the wall, and going to play Revolt to Julia. Now, Revolt is going to keep Julia from playing a T10. You can play up to 2 Revolts on a person. So, Julia, you cannot play a T10. The highest you can play is an H9. Does the F4 Snowstorm hit? Yay or nay? Julia hits her wait. She says wait. Talon's good. Pet Repel's good. Revolt to Julia is the ability. And F4 Snowstorm from Dimes from the temple. Mythic Blue from Dow. First blue of the game for Team Arc. Let's take it off the board. Dimes, that is going to break your absorption, and the carryover will break your seal. For a total of 30. All right. Captains, give me your subs. Round 3 subs. All right, and at the end of that round, we're going to give a blessing to Dow. We're going to give a blessing to Dimes. Strawman 0-0. DZ 25-25. Blessing for football. Blessing for Julia. All right, we got Ocean Man coming in for football. Football heading to the sideline, but he did manage to get 2 halos. We got Pope coming in for Sky. Pope will go to the DZ. Sky will go to the sideline with 1 halo. All right. We got Pope's buffs. We got Ocean Man's buffs. So we will cap Main Street Boss before Pope's turn. That is going to be 1 flag. And we're going to cap a few Kangs. 63, a 63, and a 50. 176 in Kangs. Both Villar and Bones will get their turns. So they are back in play. And to start of the round, they can use whatever, like they normally would. They are back in play. Can also be moved, preventions, whatever. Okay? Just like normal. All right, let's start out with Pope from the DZ. Pope, 20-second timer to you. Timer is up. All right. Craven says hits. I don't see a move. Did I miss something? All right. I don't see it. So can somebody repost it? All right. Boston Main Street. We'll start with that. Thank you. All right. Pope playing Boston Main in 3 would cap in 5. Got Tupac, Cyborg, Julia. S6 Vapor to Watchtower. With Mass Destruction. All right, Vapor hits the Watchtower. I don't know why I lit the second Watchtower. So that should have been the first Watchtower. That's the one they lit from the grenade. All right. I just put it in the wrong place, so you guys know. So when the top hat hit, it should have lit there. Now they're going to light the second one. Boston Main, Tupac, Cyborg. Julie can now play a second boss. And he's going to play a seal. All good. All within the timer. All right, before we get to Ocean Man, let's go ahead and cap football's boss. And I've got 113 points in Kangs. SLY's capping 2 Kangs. All right, let's kick it over to Ocean Man. 20-second timer. Easily beats the timer. Ocean Man moving to the temple steps. Balls to the side chest, yes. Playing in 3, we cap in 5. Woo, my lordy. What are they doing here? Valar. Sacrifice 6 scoring pets. I'm going to say that's probably every scoring pet you have. Robe of Render is taking out 4. Then he's going to play Render, which is going to knock out another 2. So, Valar, I think we can safely say all of your scoring pets are out. Julia, S6 Rapture loaded to the wall. All right, Rapture hits. Steps, Boss, Legend, Render ability. I don't think she has more than 6. I don't know if there is more than 6. You want to count them out, list them. I can't think of more than 6, but go for it. While you're doing that, I'm going to do this Rapture to the wall, okay? All right, we got black block, green block. 10% of a green block. I got 90 green remaining. All right, let's give him a teardrop as well. All right, we go from Ocean Man to Julia. Her boss is going to cap. That is 2 flags to 1. Faust is not a scoring pet. Faust is an enhancement pet. All right, Julia beats the timer. Julia's going to move to the tank zone. Right here beside Bones. So, Valar, you want to cough up that Kang, let me know. There you go. That's why they did it. Next time, just take our word for it. All right, so Julia, beat the timer. Boss to their chest. Julia playing another boss because of the cyborg ability. Playing in 3 with cap in 5. Dropping a seal and thrill. F5 Goliath loaded with Rampage. Does hit. Movement's good. Boss is good. Seal and thrill. 5, 6. Rampage going to give her 7, Craven Light. He says it hits. S7 Goliath with mass destruction. $70 red. Takes a 70 red. Red block. $20 red remaining. 1.2 left on the board. All right, go from Julia over to Craven Light. 20-second timer, Craven. Got Craven, then Villar and Bones will both get turns this round, Dow and Dimes. Ocean Man stealing all them scoring pets. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. Nerf timer for Craven. It is active. Oh, all right. Post it again for me. Repost it. The second move is not showing up. All right, repost it for me. All right, guys, please keep chat clear if you can. I'll call for it if I need it. I understand if you guys see it or don't see it. But the more moves that get typed, it's more I got to scroll through. And Bones, don't delete comments because she is actually a challenger. So leave those up there. All right, going to steal Pope's King. All right, he did make the timer. Move to the temple stairs. All right, he's behind Ocean Man. Craven's second priority. Scold to Villar, pet repel. All right, can somebody send me a screenshot? All right. The original move is their DZ. All right, Craven is moving to the DZ. All right. Steal Pope's King, move to the DZ, Scold to Villar, pet repel, F4 Elmo to the Watchtower, and render Pope. Pope, sacrifice 2 pets. Julia, I need to know if it hits. When you guys see the move, come on, guys, let's keep the game moving. Don't wait for me to read it. All right, got Orbital Watcher, Julia. All right, so Villar Scold hits and the grenade hits. Scold hitting Villar is going to take Villar down to 90. It's also going to give Craven Light and Absorption. It's going to light up a Watchtower. All right, grenade hits. F4 Elmo to the Watchtower. Going to light up a second Watchtower. We'll give him the Elmo points. All right, double watchtowers. Kang, movement, scold, pet repel, Elmo, render, all good. Let's go from Craven. Valar, you're still in their rover zone. Now you're on the clock. 20-second timer. We got Valar, Bones, Dow, and Dimes. All right, beats the timer. You can jump in the rover. You're good. And Bones, you have the tank. All right. I moved your stolen vehicles. All right, jump in the rover, move to their tank zone. She stole it. She can get in it. All right, rover, move to their tank zone. Robe of Render on Amy. I'm going to say no, because if we're not going to give Valar the option of Scourge, then we're not going to give you the option of Scourge. We'll clarify it, but if there's 6, there's 6. We can't have 6 on one person's turn and 7 on the other person's turn. So we're saying there's 6, and right now that's what the cap is. All right, jump in rover, move to tank zone. Same move as before, steal Craven's boss. Scold Amy hits, and S8 lithium render. All right. Scold is going to hit Bones. It's going to give Valar a absorption. Going to take Amy down to 90. Going to light watchtower number 3 for Team Arc. And we'll go ahead and reset it for them. Valar, smart grenade there. Using a lithium. Going to take down the remainder of the blocks and give them a gold bar for Valar. We'll light a straw man. And reset the wall. 1 wall to 0. All right, let's go over to Bomber Bones. Bones, 20-second timer for you. All right, going to jump in the tank. When she jumps in the tank, all right, also, Valar gets a second tire. So Julia got tire 1, Valar got tire 2. You can get multiple. in those. All right, jump into tank. Bones, when she jumps into tank, she gets a cannonball. Going to move into range. Staff of Sable. Neither Bones nor her pets can be targeted by any smokes. Mythic Scourge to their boss. Heal and Seal. S6 Goliath. Loaded to the wall with mass destruction. All right, so he typed Glacier and he typed Prevention. Both will go through. All right, Bones gets into tank. Goes into range. I understand. Glacier to freeze the wall. Mythic Scourge to their boss. And then stop the grenade. Everybody understand what just happened? All right, let me get to the Mythic Scourge. Because Bones going to reduce some points. All right, so D20 to the boss and lower the cap by 20 points. All right, so Pope's boss is down to 80%. If it caps, it's going to be minus 20. It's an S6, 7, 8, 9 because the tank bonus. She did get the cannonball. So Bones throwing an S9 Goliath. Pope's going to prevent it, but they're also going to freeze the wall on his turn, Craven Light. So this is a frozen wall. Takes double damage. Is played as a DI and does freeze your wall. All right, we're going over to Dow. 20-second timer. We got Dow and then we got Dimes. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer. Nerf timer coming. Did beat it. As I was typing it, he's good. E5 top hat. Play Rod. Ignite with Thrill. All right, E5 top hat. Grenade would do double damage because of the wall. Does not do double in rage, but it does double the damage. And a Thrill Smoke. Craven says, wait. A red Craven, huh? What the hell is a red Craven? You guys drunk? All right, he's going to play a red Craven to stop the grenade. All right, I'm assuming it's a red-blue from Craven. All right, red-blue. Going to break Dow's seal. All right, E5 is stopped. He does get the Roadrunner played and seal broken. End of his move. And let's go last and not least. Deadly Dimes, 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Mythic Kang to the boss. Dimes playing Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63. Fear Dow. He will be feared, will not resolve until the next round, because you're the last to go. F5 monster loaded to the wall and hinder Julia to give her a -1. Julia hits her weight. F5 monster hits her weight. Hits. All right. Deal the damage on the F5 monster. Big grenade shot from Dimes. No vehicle, but a big grenade shot. I got them at 90. Taking out the full, almost the full, it's 90. Taking out a blue block and taking down 20% of a blue block. I've got 1.8 blue on the SLY side. They've got a teardrop lined up. Monster is good. Fear Dow. He will get credit for the temple, but at the beginning of the round, he'll be right there. At the end of the round, we've got blessing number 3 for Dimes. Blessing number 3 for Dow. Arc, 5 points. Strawman. SLY 0. DZ is 25-25. Craven with a halo. Pope with a halo. All right, we should be good to go. And the 4th and final round before halftime. Let's start it out with Pope from the DZ, 20-second timer, Pope. Timer's up. Did not beat the timer, nerf timer. Nerf timer's up. This attack will have a 10% nerf. This is for a 25% nerf. All right, did beat the second nerf. All right, he's going to move within range of the wall. E10 monster to the wall with Shatter. And the wall is not frozen, by the way. Craven stopped the last attack, so that wall is, it thaws after one turn. Craven, he does not have the H10. Is the E9 still good? All right, still hits. Wall number 2, stronger than the first one. First one pretty easy. But still rocking H9 monster with mass destruction. Black block. Green block. 10% of a green block. 90 green. Shatter. And take you down to 65 green after the shatter. All right, let's go from Pope over to Ocean Man. Ray, 20 seconds for you. All right, Ocean Man moving into the temple, as he should. Gold Kang to his boss. Could be worth 55. Drop a max seal. Gonna put a max spark on Dow. H9 Wedding Crasher loaded to the wall with mass destruction. Julia H9 Wedding Crasher. Hits or wait? Captains, you guys can do me a favor. If you can just type hits or wait whenever you see it on the screen. I'm going to go through and read it, but I need you guys to respond to it before I read it. All right, Larvy's Lance. Going to cut all his damage in half. All right, Ray, rocking a H4.5 Navy. Still damage. 80% blue block. And it is a weak wall. Ray, you're taking that blue block all the way down to 5% blue. Still the same blue block, but it's barely up. So SLY now with 1 full blue and 5% of the next blue. Larvy's Lance. No pet damage. It would cut all his damage in half, but that's all the damage he has this round. All right, let's go over to Julia. 20-second timer, Julia. We got Julia, and then we got Craven. Beats the timer easily. Julia moving down to the bomber zone. Gold Primus, Super Thrill, F4 St. Elmo loaded to the wall. Hinder dimes. Give dimes a -1. Julia has a point of hinder. Craven says it hits. 4, 5, 6, 7. Bonus damage from Primus. So she gets the 7 because the Rampage will balance out her hinder. Give her an Elmo. As I said, a little tougher wall here. We got 65% of a green wall up. After mass destruction, taking down the green and a blue and 15% of a blue, only 85 blue remaining. All right, let's go from Julia over to Craven Light from the DZ. Craven, 20-second timer for you. Easily beats the timer. Going to go Immortal Scourge to Main Street. Going to deal 30% damage to the Main Street boss. If it hits, going to go Dust to Dow. And Trixie to the Main Street boss and Rod and Shatter. All right, Mythic Blue on which Trixie? All right, Main Street boss. Okay. Couple things here. One, Rod is gone. Mythic Blue on a S6 Trixie. Craven, that is going to get rid of your absorption and also your seal. Going to use the absorption ability. He only loses his absorption. And the Immortal Scourge is going to take Pope's boss down to 50%. And it will lower Even if it does cap, it's going to lower that cap by 50 points, which would make the boss worth 100. Kind of a win-win. All right, let's go from Craven Light over to Valar and her Rover. 20-second timer, Valar. We got Valar, Bones, Dow, and Dimes. Timer's up. Beat the timer. Valar going to move to their DZ. I'm going to leave you where you're at. You're in the tank zone. Just know she's in the... There you go. I'll move you over just a little bit. Cyborg Dolly. Going to reset everything. Valar. All right, she's going to do her pet play, which means she's going to stay where she's at. Should have just left her there to begin with, huh? Valar's still in the tank zone, still in the Rover. And everything in her move does not happen except the pet play. And that is going to be a Mythic Regis, which is a pretty big pet play. It does give the health back, but it doesn't give, obviously, the points back from Immortal Scourge. So H28 in health back is going to bring Pope's Boss up to 78%. Good moves and good moves all the way around tonight. All right, let's go over to Bomber Bones from her tank. 20-second timer, Bones. All right, going to go Scold to Dow. Pet Repel. All right, Bones gets a E4 from the tank. So that's going to be an S11 Elmo to the wall with Shatter and a Scold. Julia hits her weight. All right. Julia with a gold blue. Blues are gone for both teams. Going to be crazy. Bones going to use Absorption. It's going to save her seal. Well, actually, Bones, hold on a second. Yeah, you can do that. You're still going to do it. All right, Scold's going to hit. So Bones is going to get an Absorption. But she's going to use the Absorption ability, which will protect her Absorption. Scold, going to take Dow down to 90. Going to light Watchtower number 3. Watchtowers are now tied, 3-3. And Shatter Shatters do not carry over, so there's 5% of a wall left. You will finish off the 5% of the wall. Let me get the right wall. There we go. All right, so that is one full blue. Scold is good. Pet Repel is good. Grenade is stopped. Shatter goes through. And we got the watchtowers. 2 players left until halftime. Make your moves count. Now, you are dusted. You are slowed with the max spark. You're not stuck. And you are equivalent to the temple area. You're not in the temple, though. All right, 20-second timer, Dow. All right, going to move to temple steps. Vines, Grizz, Goliath to the wall with Shatter. Craven Light, we got Vines, Grizz, and he says wait, and an E4 Goliath, which is nerfed because of the dust smoke. All right. Ocean Man going to prevent the vines. Grizz will break his seal. And we're going to get a nerfed Goliath's going to go through with the dust smoke. And a Shatter. Take it down to an E3. About an E3 lithium after the mass destruction. So taking that blue block. 85 blue. You're getting rid of 1 blue block. And the Shatter will go to the next blue, and it'll take you down to 75. You can see the power of this second wall. All right, final move of the first half. Deadly Dimes. Bring us to halftime. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Finds the Pope. Scold the Pope. S6 monster loaded to the wall with Shatter. All right, does hit. Vines basically sets up Scold. I will give Dimes an absorption because that'll carry over past halftime. Let's go ahead and light that watchtower for Dimes. S6 monster loaded to the wall. Is blue block. Teardrop. 30% of a red block. Takes you to 70. Let's shatter it. Takes you to 45. SLY making a big push there at the end of the round. Only a little less than 2.5 blocks left on their side of the wall. All right, at the end, captains, give me your Round 5 subs, there is no sentry gun. Neither team unlocked both. Each stole the other person's vehicle. All right, Amy loses her tank. Valar loses her rover. Craven Light. SLY 25 in the DZ. Arc with 0. Craven Light with a halo. Dimes and Ocean Man in the temple. Arc 5 more points in the straw man. Tiny coming in for Ocean Man. Hell of a job by Ray. Taking control of that temple, that's tough to do. Especially with Dal in there. Animal coming in the ozone. Keep in mind, there is no sentry gun, but he does still get to go in the ozone. Busy Bee coming in for the Pope. Shaman going to the ozone. Same rules. There is no turret. All right, let's get everybody else. All lingering smokes are gone. Craven Light had the elevation one used on him. He keeps his seals. Julia using Initio, which is going to reset the blue wands. All right, so let's take the air wands out of play, and let's reset the blue. So red and purple are out of play. Put Valar back there. All right, we got that side correct. All right, maps should be good. I'm going to give you guys the order, and then we'll cap the bosses. So we're going to start out with, it'll be Busy, Tiny, Julia, Craven, Valar, Bones, Dow, Dimes, Sheila, and the Animal. All right, before we go, we're going to start out with Pope's Boss. It will cap, but remember, it's got a minus 50 on it because of these scourges. But that will give Arc their third cap. Three flags to 1. All right, let's get this thing going. Round number 5, everybody. Busy Bee. 20-second timer. All right, Busy gets her move in easily on time. Going to go boss to Main Street. Cape of Craven into a ninja. Drop seal. M7 Elmo to the watchtower. Polar Wand, who are you going to target, Busy? Polar Wand, you target a person, and they cannot hit the watchtower this round with anything. So which person are you going to target? And blue wands will be back off the board. Boss is good. Busy's a ninja. She plays a seal. M7 Elmo playing Polar Wand, and she's going to pick a player that cannot target a watchtower. All right, Tiny, you cannot light any watchtowers this round. Got it? All right, speaking of Tiny, hold on one second. Tiny is going to cap. Going to get 118 points in Kangs. That's going to be flag number 2. 3 flags to 2. All right, Tiny, you're on the clock, 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Balls to the side chest from Tiny. Playing in 5, cap in 7. A Torment Rabbit Face. Little birthday surprise there, Rabbit Face. Render Busy. All right, Busy, sacrifice a scoring pet. And let's put out that Straw Man. Straw Mans are now even. All right. And actually, Busy, sacrifice 2 scoring pets. And while you're doing that, Dimes, sometimes I feel like you're just jacked up on caffeine. Like, Dimes is ready. It's render 2 kills. Like, give me a second. All right, Julia, 20-second timer. If only you got your moves in as fast as you got my moves in. Here you go. Beats the timer. Julia going to move to the temple. Binds to Tiny. Scold to Tiny. SA gavel loaded to the wall with Loom. Graven says, wait a minute on that. Busy, we're still waiting on you to sack 2 pets, if you don't mind. Two scoring pets. If not, I'm going to pick them for you. And Loom was replaced. with the last chess piece. All right, so we're going to go vines to tiny. Tiny has absorption, which Julia knows. That's why she did it. Scold is going to give Julia a absorption. Going to light Watchtower, number 5, 5 to 4. S8 Gavel, Larvae's Lancet. Almost a Julia has a point of hinder, so it makes it a 7. 3.5 lithium. Take out the blue and 10% of a red. I got 90 red remaining, so 3.9. And then the Larvae's Lance also nerfs the pet damage, which is going to deal 5 points to Tiny. So Tiny's at 95. All right. Movement's good. Vines, Scold. Gavel is nerfed with the Larvae's Lance. Craven Light, 20-second timer. Over to you. Beats the timer. Craven's going to jump into Battleship. When he jumps into Battleship, he does get a cannonball. Does not unlock the turret, but he does get a cannonball, so he does get the points for it. Going to move over to their bomber zone. All right, can't play Dandy because you're playing the Ghost Ship. Ghost Ship is your pet. So Craven gets the Shatter immediately. Gotcha. Okay. Playing his legendary Cosmic Guard. So 2 pets, Ghost Ship and Dandy. M7 Elmo to the Watchtower and Revolt Julia. So Julia, you've now been revolted twice. So that means the highest potion you can play is an S8 the rest of the way. You've lost your ability to play a T10 and also an H9. Craven playing 2 pets. Ghost Ship. He'll immediately occupy the bomber zone. And he'll shatter a dragon stone. So he's going to get a bullseye, 25, and a dragon stone. Bullseye and a dragon stone for Craven. M7 Watchtower. Watchtower's 5. And an Elmo. All right, and we do have a dandy in play as well. All right, let's go from Craven over to Villar. $20-second timer. Remember, stones have to be repaired before they can be relit. Actually, hold up. 1 second. I'm going to pause this move. All right, I'll be right back. Hey, Craven, I'm going to give you a call real quick. All right, we're going to back that entire move up. Can you guys hear me okay? All right, Craven's going to get a complete redo of the move. Here's why. The ghost ship does 2 things simultaneously. It dims and then it shatters. So you cannot dim a stone in round 5. You can only shatter a previously dimmed stone. So even though it happens 1-2, you immediately go there, it dims it, and then it shatters it right away. So no stones can be dimmed in round 5. They can only be shattered. So we're going to back up. Craven's going to get a complete redo of his move. We're just going to delete it as if it never happened, and then he can play Cosmic Guard on anything or whatever else he wants to do. All right, Craven is going to jump into Battleship. All right, jump into Battleship. Move to the temple. Oh, not the temple. All right. It's all right. Just take your time, get it right. Jump into Battleship. Move to the bomber zone. All right. That's good. Use guard. Talon dimes to the temple. All right. No Dandy. Put Dandy back. Petro Shaman. M7 Elmo to the Watchtower, which we did. And Revolt Julia, which we did. All right. Battleship is good. He still gets the cannonball. Moves to the bomber zone. Still good. Cosmic Guard, good. Talon's dimes to the temple. Petro to Shaman. M7, Watchtower. And then the Revolt is still good. All right. All within the timer as well. All right. Go from Craven over to Valar. Valar, 20-second timer for you. Valar, moving to their DZ. All right. Moving over to the other side. Thraxus on Julia. Give Julia a +3 if they get the Dragon Storm. Flourish Wand. Green Wands are now out of play. Arc capped. playing boss. So Villar's going to play boss in 5 with cap in 7. All right. Cannot play Dragon Smoke because nothing is dimmed. We kind of covered that. She probably had it cut and pasted. Cannot dim in round 5. You can only shatter previously dimmed, and you can relight in 5. M7, gavel loaded, and revolt to Amy. So Amy, you cannot use a T10. The highest you can use is H9. And Animal's going to evoke the grenade. So we're going to take the M7 gavel. We're going to make it an M3.5. We're going to take the gavel. Cut the damage in half. After mass destruction, a little less than a carnage. Animal with a nice use of evoke there. Got 90 red. After mass destruction, 75% of a red block. So you got 15 red remaining. Animal keeps them from taking down a red block. Go from 3.90 to 3.15. All right, let's go from Villar over to Bomber Bones. 20 seconds. Beats the timer easily. Red Cray to Dow's face. Torment to Villar. S8 Wedding Crasher to the wall. And render Rabbit Face. Sack 2 more. Rabbit Face. Julia hits her weight. All right, it does hit. Dow has Cray on his face. Torment S8 Wedding Crasher loaded to the wall, and she's right there by the wall. Nicely done, Deadly Dimes. 2.45, mowing them down. Again, that was the easy wall, but she's back. I'm sorry, that was Bomber Bones. I'm sorry. I'm giving your wall credit to Dimes. Nicely done, Bomber. Dimes, where's my challenge? Go ahead, Dimes gets like, kills, you mean Bones. Bones, taking down the rest of the wall. Let's rebuild it. Gold bar for Bomber Bones. Don't you dare Dominariat. Oh my gosh. I was getting ready to give it to her, and Villar out of nowhere with the Dominari. Walls are closer. They're on the same wall, though, and they got a fresh one. Nice job, Bones. Right grenade at the right time. All right. Daminari. There you go, Ocean Man. All right, Dal. 20 seconds. Timer's up. All right. Dal loves him steps. He's moving over to him. Now the inventory team's going to get you for 3 of them, Dal. You got one E3, another E3, and then no 2 E3s. Kel, by my count, that's 3 E3s. Seal and thrill. Triple. You guys better stop typing. Daryl knows. Daryl's going to lose the triple dimes now. Kel's just going to be putting it in a spreadsheet. Craven used the triple dimes. It's just going to show up. You guys be careful. All right, it hits. 3, 4. And it's Goliath. And he gets a gold Nolan. He's going to revolt. Bones. Highest you can use now is an S8. All right, 4 Goliath. And that is 15 red. Again, this is slow sailing, so don't expect these walls to evaporate. 15 comes off the board. Block comes off the board. You got 2 red blocks remaining after your mass destruction, too. All right, let's kick it over to Deadly Dimes from the Temple. SLY making their late game run, 20 seconds. That's a good challenge. Hold up. Half wall damage. Until killed, he left a cray on his face. All right, we had 15. We're going to add 40% right back at you. All right, that is 2.4. All right, let's go to dimes. We got Mythic Gideon. Minus 28. Tormented Dow. M7 Snowstorm loaded to the wall and render busy. All right. Dimes, pick another player to render. Busy is an invalid target. And Sheila's going to stop that grenade. Gideon's good. Torment's good. Grenade is stopped. And I need a new target for render, since she does not have any additional scoring pets. Shaman, sacrifice 2 pets for me of the scoring variety. We're going to give her a second because she was the next to go. All right. So Shaman, scoring pets out of the game. Render is jacked up, man. Render is strong now. All right. Thank you, Sheila. All right, we got 2 more moves this round. We got Sheila and Joe. Shaman, 20-second timer for you starting right now. Easily beats the timer. Going to Kimuri to the Ozone, as she likes it there. Grizz to Animal. Banish Wand, Busy. Busy cannot be launched or knocked back. Nirvana Wands are out of play. Going to Torment Tiny. T10 Wedding Crasher loaded to the wall with Mass Destruction. All right, Animal's going to prevent the grenade. How about the Grizz? Going to launch Animal all the way to the other side. To this no zone. Take an Animal down to 85% after the fall damage. Kimuri's good. Grizz is good. Banish Wand good. Torment Tiny. Animal shuts down the grenade. They do get the Mass Destruction. And final move of round 5 is the Animal. Joe, 20 seconds to you. Beats the timer. Animal going to roll to the other side of the map. Mythic Nolan. Going to give it Superfly. It is a flying Nolan. Going to Torment the Shaman. S8 Snowstorm loaded to the wall. Julia. Julia hits her wait. She says wait. Animal putting the pressure on. All right, what we got, Ark? All right, I'm assuming that's Busy. All right, Busy Bee with the intervene. All right, sorry, Joe, they shut you down. That is the end of round number 5. At the end of round number 5, get a blessing. For Team Arc, get a blessing. For Deadly Dimes, Deadly Dimes. Capturing the orb, Deadly Dimes. Yeah, I thank you. I'd prefer not to have that in YouTube. All right, let's give halos to Valar. Give a halo to Tiny. Give a halo to Busy. All right, this time Art getting 25. SLY getting 0. Strawman 0-0. All right, points have been given. Halos given. And we are going to go to Dragonstorm. Dragonstorm, both teams do qualify. All stones are lit. Let's get a die roll. It is, it's the lowest one we've had in a while. It is only 1. Not a lot of rage in Dragonstorm this time. Could be a lower scoring round. All right, well, round number 6, Busy Bee from the DZ and Tormented, 20-second timer. Busy Bee going to release the sub. Dime's like, it's all good. I already got credit for it. Release the sub. Busy Bee getting a wave. Dimes, you can't go back to the temple this round. And a wave for Busy Bee. All right, let's go from Busy over to Tiny, who is Tormented. 20 seconds, Tiny from the DZ. Timer is up, Tiny. Nerf timer coming. Tiny moving to the temple. Mythic Kang to the boss. Tiny play Mythic Kang, possible 63. Arc Spark, Trixie to Main Street Boss, and Dow's Nolan with Rampage. It is a gold Nolan. All right. Trixie to Main Street Boss. Dimes, you have a -1 hinder. But you get 1 from the Dragon Storm. Rampage, going to give you a Rage 1 plus Arc Spark. Busy's Boss. %97. Yep. And Mass Destruction. But do you know what your Mass Destruction is on a Trixie? Killing me, man. I'm adding, so hold on. It's that close. It's right at it. Sorry, Dow. I mean, it could not be any closer. Gold Nolan, Dimes did not have any overkill for sure. With the Trixie, the Mass Destruction, the Arc Spark, and her Rampage holding on. I'd recommend using a stronger grenade next time. And 3% damage to Busy's Boss. All right, let's go from Tiny over to Julia. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Kimuri to the Ozone. Mythic Blitz, Animals. Mythic Nolan with Superfly. All right, Animals Nolan is flying, but it's dying. Because Julia's Mythic Blitz is flying. Going to go Torment to Craven. and evoke the grenade. Red eye loaded to the wall. Julia has E3, plus she has Thraxus. Makes it a 6. E7. Craven, you got 1 evoke. I didn't announce the total rage on it. Does the rest hit? And she also has -1 hinder. Going to take it down to a 6. Joe's going to cut it in half. So we're going to get an E3 and half of a red eye. Still not a lot. But we'll add mass destruction to it. E3 Carnage. Red block. 20% of a red block. 1.8 remaining. Second wall. It's like quicksand. Let's go to Craven Light. From the boat is tormented. 20 seconds, Craven Light. We got Craven, Valar, Bones, Dow, Dime, Sheila, and Animal. We are in Dragonstorm round. Timer's up. Nerf timer incoming. Beat the nerf timer. He's fine. Got his move in. He's going to move to his DZ. And he is underneath the DZ, so he's okay. Still in the water, still in his boat. Red Gideon, Max Bark, Julia. Light Straw Man, and Misery to Valar. Julia is slowed. Julia hits her weight. All right, let's light that Straw Man. Straw Man number 1. That is going to break Craven's seal. And he's no longer tormented. All right, let's go from Craven Light over to Valar. 20 seconds, Valar. Valar's tormented, and she's in there, DZ. Beats the timer. Gonna move to their ozone. Torment to Dimes. No S6. I'm going to give Valar warning for using a potion she did not have. For the oops crap forgot. And Valar's out of range. So give me a target with a Goliath grenade that is in range. Craven with the quick call the hits. So not only did you forget you had a torment, you forgot that you couldn't hit your wall from all the way on the other side of the map. You got Craven, Dimes, Animal Bones, all within range. Pick one. Ark, I don't know if you guys can help me out a little bit tonight, but there's a big discrepancy on the Ark side compared to the speed of the game. So if we can kind of keep this thing rolling, that would be awesome. Craven Light, Goliath to you. Does hit. Has no juice on it. Craven has no seal. Craven, I got you sitting at 88% health. Bomber Bones from the Bomber Zone. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Thank you for that. Going to move to the temple. Sneaking over there before Dow can climb into the temple. Binds to Valar. Grizz to Valar. Going to go with her grenade launcher. Snowstorm to the wall. And Max Spark Julia. That is going to keep Julia right where she's at. And they're going to eclipse Julia. Disappears. And Dow going to prevent the grenade. All right, so let's go Binds to Valar. Grizz, we're going to launch Valar. And Julia is eclipsed. Grenade is stopped. And Valar is on the other side of the map. All right, let's go over to Dow, 20-second timer for you. Dow, dime, Sheila, and animal. Beats the timer. Can't move into the temple. Temple is occupied. All right, 1 second. All right, there's a lot to sort out with this move. Give me 1 second, please. All right, so Dow's going to move to the temple stairs. He's going to red blitz the Cray on his face. Torment the animal. Blue Spark Lithium. All right, after mass destruction, there's 1.8 left. Taken down to 0.8 and taken down 60, which leaves 40 red left. 40% of a red block. And lithium does not extinguish a straw man because it doesn't finish off the block. Some very, very close calculations tonight. Deadly Dimes, you're up. 20-second timer. Dimes turn into a priestess. Gonna max spark Julia. That is the second max spark. Valar was adding Intalio. All right, Craven Light. Valar played Intalio on Dow's wall hit. Does it still hit? Craven Light's going to play Insania. Actually going to add more to the wall. Valar would have added 2. Craven going to deduct 3 rage. That wall's going from 40 up slightly higher. It's going up to 50. So 1/2 of a red block remaining. All right, Julia says, wait, Max Spark, Gold Rage, Thrill, Snowstorm, Mythic Sonar from Busy Bee. All right, this is Stronger Wall. We've seen it. Dimes has a hinder point, but she also has a point from Dragonstorm. That'll balance it out. Gold Rage and a Thrill and Rampage. Still going to give her an S5. And we're a Mythic Sonar it. We'll nerf it 20%. S4 Cataclysm equivalent with their mass destruction. Dimes is taking down the black block a little bit more. 15% of the green block. 85 green remaining. Now, it does freeze the wall, I will tell you. If there is a wall you want frozen, it's probably when there's only one wall left. We don't have to roll for it, but that wall is frozen, so the block needs to be broken before it can deal any damage. All right, we go from Dimes over to the Shaman. Sheila, you are tormented. 20-second timer. Beats the timer. Thank you for that. Petro to Tiny. Blue Spark. Seal and Thrill. Wedding Crasher loaded to the wall. Hits, and she is going to break that block easily. That was her plan. So we got half a block there. Going to Petro Tiny out. And we're down to one move before we get to Final Four. It is the Animal. Animal, you are tormented. 20 seconds. Animal beats the timer easily. Gonna go Kang to the boss. Kang could be worth 45 for Joe. Adding movement. Arc did not say hit or wait, so Joe can do it for a 25-point penalty. All right. And he's tormented. That is correct. Animal playing monster, adding mass destruction. It's a good challenge. Equivalent to an E3 monster with mass destruction. 85 green for the Animal. Taking 85 and taking 60 of the next green, even with Torment. 40 green remaining for the Animal. And that is the end of round number 6, everybody. Captains, give me your final four, please. Animal and Bones getting a blessing. Craven and Busy. Craven, I've got you now with 3 halos. Five points for SLY. Busy B, Julia, Villar, and Dow. Shaman heading out. Great job to the Shaman. Tiny Craven, Bones and Dimes. Animal, good job tonight. Nice shot. Animal heading out. All right, like Bone says, let's finish this. We got a great game. It's good to be back playing Play Dead Live. So before we get to the final players, I'll give you the order. It'll be Busy, Tiny, Julia, Craven, Valar, Bones, Dow, and Dimes. Busy Bee's boss is going to cap. That is going to be flag number 5. And Busy Bee, 20-second timer for you from the DZ. All right, Busy beats the timer. Thank you for that, Busy. A lot of activity there. Busy bringing the heat. He's putting Craven in a corner here. Does he let the half block hit or does he shut it down? He says, wait. All right, Craven, what you got? Tiny with the prevention. All right, we got 108 points in Kang's coming. The start of Tiny's turn. Let's get those Kangs, and SLY is going to get a third boss. And Tiny, 20 seconds to you. Beats the timer. y'all just gonna drive down crazy. Dude has been at the stairs like waiting for a temple pass the whole night, and they're like, nah, not tonight, bro. Dow's like, can I go? No. All right, go to temple. Send her for points. Seal and thrill. I was like, Mythic Zohar. That's like, isn't that thing from the movie Big? Remember we put the coin in and he like made a wish? Was that the Mythic Zohar? Something like that. I don't know. Maybe. All right. Send her for points. I feel like it was close to that name. Maybe not the exact name. Zoltar. Okay. All right. Mythic Sonar. H9 Monster. Blue Spark. 11. 12. S12 with Mass Destruction. Then we got to nerf it. 20%. S9 Red Eye equivalent. Still a good hit. Good hit. Super strong wall, but a good hit. 40 green. Blue. 55 blue. You got 45 blue remaining. Nice shot, Tiny. And send her for points. All right, let's go to Julia. Julia, you cannot move. Oh, Julia's going to Chromica. Get the extra points. You cannot move on your turn. So you got 20 seconds. All right, beats the timer easily. Julia going to Stonehenge. Double absorptions. Slow them down. Blue Spark Thrill. Rage, Unicorn loaded to the wall with Zulu. And Ignite. Craven says wait. Julia is no longer max sparked. Trying to finish off that final red block. Craven says, wait a minute. Got a prevention from Deadly Dimes. All right, let's go over to Craven Light. 20 seconds, Craven Light from the DZ. Craven, Valar, Bones, Dow, and Dimes. Timer is way up. Where you at, Craven Light? We're nerfing him. Not yet, but if he gets to the end of this timer, we're nerfing him. There it is. All right, going Red Curtis. Hazen Days to Dow. S8 Elmo to the Watchtower. Ah, mixing it up a little bit. Julie says it hits. All right, Red Curtis. Basically going to take the absorption off the wall. The damage from Red Curtis will take you down to 35 blue. You get a little bit through. But it does slow it down. S8 Watchtower. That's going to be Watchtower number 6. Let's give him the Elmo. All right, we go from Craven Light over to Villar from the other side of the map. After she got Grizz, 20 seconds Villar. We got Villar, Bones. Thank you. Oh, that's super fast. Thank you for that, Villar. She was ready to rock and roll. And Talon Julia. Out of the ozone. Blackout Wand. Grab that absorption. Blackout Wand will be no DZ points this round. Craven Light, you got Villar throwing big things against small walls. Let's move her into range after she grabs that absorption. Super Thrill, Blue Spark, H9 Gavel. I don't think that's going to get it done. We'll see. It's 50% red, so we'll do the math. That's a big hit coming, though. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. But we'll do the math. That's a great. He's like, I didn't want to waste them. Hey, okay. Yeah, it's at least 80%. They only need 50, and I've already calculated more than 80. Villar taking down the one red block. Let's rebuild it. I think it was over a red block total, actually, but I can stop after 50. Gold bar for Villar. And second block of the game. And Villar capped. Boss number 6. And we got a fresh wall up there. All right, let's go from Villar over to the original bomber from the temple. Bomber Bones, 20 seconds. Beats the timer. Dark Misha, Blue Spark. Mind Trip to Dow. No Fear Smoke. F4 Goliath loaded to the wall with Ignite. Julia says, wait. Julia going to play the intervene. Of course she was saving that for the mod. But playing the Mind Trip on Dow. Nice. Like to see you guys mix it up a little bit. All right, we got 2 moves left, everybody. 20-second timer, Dow. They're like, We don't care. You ain't getting in the temple. You ain't fear smoking tiny. It's principle now. Timer's up. Nerf did not make the timer. He did beat the Nerf timer. Arc Spark. Look at. Man, Dow wants 2 Arc Sparks. That's how bad he wants it. Arc Spark, Arc Spark. Let's do it. All right. Bones with the intervene. And Dimes, bring us home. 20-second timer. The real winner tonight is the inventory team. Because I love when you guys type the same thing twice. Get him, Kel. Timer is up. Beats the timer. It hits. Fido. Super Thrill. 6, 7, 16. Gavel. And we know she's got the gavel because she just got her inventory. 17 with Ignite. It's a big hit. Biggest hit of the night on the strongest wall of the night. $35 blue. Blue block. Red block and red block. Woo! Dimes. Nicely done. Way to mow them down. All right. That, everybody, is a good match between good competitors. All right. I'm going to get to the totals in a minute, and I'm going to unveil some. First of all, I want to shout out ARC for changing their schedule so we can play this game tonight. Because I know that it was going to be tough for SLY to make it tomorrow night. Also, for SLY for playing the game tonight. And also shout out to Mir and Vox for playing tomorrow night. I know it's not easy last minute, but all of you guys made it happen, and we're going to have 2 matches this week. So thank you guys for that. All right, so we know we got no blackout. We know that we got another blessing. 5 more points for the straw man. Julia in the rover zone. Julia getting the occupy. All right. Now let me tell you guys what you didn't get, okay? Because this is the cool part of these games. And we'll see us again tomorrow. Team SLY, you guys want to guess and see what you think ARC took away from you? Yep, you guessed it. Siege, occupy, not the gold bar. The gold orb. They took the orb away, so no gold orb for Deadly Dimes. Sorry, Dimes. All that work. That's why I love this game. I love that part of this game. Just thinking what another team's going to do. All right. Team Arc, you guys want to take a guess? And see what SLY took away from you. And by the way, SLY decided instead of keeping the orb, they decided to keep the Occupy, but they never got the Occupy. All right, so Dal says Bars, Siege, and Occupy. Bars, the Watchtower, 9 award, and the DZ. But even if they would have taken the Rover, Arc protected the Rover. Probably why SLY didn't take it. So, Arc did manage to get 150 points on Occupy. So that's a pretty big swing. Arc getting 150 and SLY losing 100. That's 250 point swing right there. All right, let's get these blessings down. 7 blessings. Now, this is not a frozen block. It's only an absorption, so that will not take up a blessing. So we'll take down 2. Rebuild it. And then take down 5. On the other side, we've got 4. We're just going to take down 4. How close are the walls? Look at this. Walls are almost even after the blessings. One block separates both teams. But we know points come in a lot of different ways. Kangs, a few other things. All right. I'm going to get you guys a total. You guys congratulate each other for a great game. Give me 5 minutes and I'll get you guys a winner. All right, everybody, we're back. Pretty close game. As I said, there's a lot of different ways to go in and do the math. There's a lot of different ways to play, and I think these teams had good strategies on both sides. We're going to start out with the flags. Flags was pretty obvious that ARC was going to get out to a big flag game, and they did exactly that. So they padded their stats early, and 1,050 to 600. Now, again, there were some deductions of those points. They got taken off, a 50-point deduction, but that comes at the very end. But overall, with the flags, 1,050, 600. So now ARC's in that 450-point advantage. Where's SLY going to get the points? We'll start out with the walls. Walls, almost. So SLY didn't make up as much as they needed to. They did a good job with taking down the walls, but 25 extra there. They were just getting their rhythm and ran out of time on that one. So they did gain 675 to 650. Strawman was 10 to 10. Mind, Body, and Soul 0-0. And no kills on each side. Kangs was a nice win for SLY. 339 to 176. So remember that big lead they just had? Well, it just got cut. Because it went 450 to 425. And now there's another 150-point advantage right there. So now you got ARC with only like 175-point advantage. Siege and Occupy, though, they added 150 right back, getting the Siege. That was huge. You get Watchtower. Watchtower, only a little bit of advantage for SLY. They got to a certain point. They didn't finish the deal on it, 150 to 125. So, again, a couple of points there. Slight edge. Dragonstone, Craven Light, extra 25 there. DZ, 125 to 125. Timers, SLY better, 280 to 260. Overall, at this point, we've got ARC with about a 350-point lead. But let's get to PCP DZs and get to the extras. That's where SLY started to make their move. PCP, Cannonball, 50 points. Bullseye, 25 points. There's 75. But they also got 125 in the DZ. Craven able to get 3, and then Busy and then others tied at 2. So there's that 125 to 100 point split. So overall, 200 points for PCP and 100 points. There's 100 points of it made up right there. All right, let's get down to the extras. The extras, SLY had a plan to go in. Look, minus 50 points with the Scourge. We got a Mythic Gideon. We got a Red Gideon. That's a 100-point deduction right there. On the other side, we had a 25-point deduction for SLY, the late movement into the temple. Then we got Elmos, Cinders, and then Elmos and Chromica. Overall, SLY able to net 25. Yep. 2 cannonballs and 2 tires. One got 2 cannonballs and one got 2 tires. Craven got a cannonball. Amy got a cannonball. So, SLY able to add 25 points net after deductions. ARC, negative 60 after deductions. That took away from it. Made the game super close. Final score, ARC 25-86. SLY 24-29. About 130-point advantage. That orb at the end, the orb and the Siege and Occupy was definitely the difference and taking things out. It was a very, very close game. Again, I want to thank both teams for changing your schedules, playing tonight. This is what it's all about. It comes down in these. This to me is probably my favorite game. I love Red Weddings, but I think this is my favorite format of all the formats. I could see us doing more of these. But you guys played awesome. Appreciate you guys. SLY going on the road, playing tough. Arc shorthanded tonight. Both these teams will be back next week. Tomorrow night, we got Team Box. We got Team Mirror doing this type of format again. And we'll have some fun with it. Thank you guys. If you have not done it yet, look over your inventory and make sure everything looks good. All right, have a good night, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow night. Have a good one. Peace.